Welcome, and gather around. We have a nice fire going, and Halloween is right around the corner. So I thought this would be the perfect time to share some scary facts and statistics about money, finance, and death. If these facts don't scare you away, stick around till the end because I have a creepy ghost story I know will send chills down your spine. And before we begin, don't forget to claim your free $10 by using the link in the description to open and fund your free M1 Finance account. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now sit back, stay warm, and enjoy the following spooky money facts and statistics. 60% of Americans don't have enough savings to cover a $1,000 emergency. 33% of Americans have nothing saved for retirement. 44% of workers say they can't afford to save for retirement. 14% of U.S. retirees aged 65 and more are living in poverty. 53% of Americans don't believe their savings and investments will last if they live past 90 years old. 20% of Americans don't save anything from their annual income. The average American saves less than 5% of their annual income. Most U.S. retirees rely on Social Security as their main source of income, but it is expected to run out in 15 years. Average Social Security benefit is just $1,503 per month, or $18,036 per year. That is just $5,200 above the federal poverty level. 48% of Americans have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. 56% of millennials don't have any money saved for retirement. The median savings account balance is $5,200. 41% of Americans list running out of cash as their biggest concern. Only 36% of Americans know how much money they'll need to retire. Only 40% of Americans spend time working on their retirement plan. Almost 60% of Americans lose sleep thinking about retirement. 15% of men have zero retirement savings. 35% of women have zero retirement savings. 40% of student loan borrowers are expected to go into default by 2023. 38% of U.S. households have credit card debt. 30% of retirees have mortgage debt. Americans paid banks $104 billion in credit card interest and fees in 2018. Millennials' average debt balance is $30,580. 47% of Americans stress over their debt. 52% of Americans spend more than they earn. The average American spends $1.33 for every dollar they earn. 25% of Americans have more debt than savings. Average student loan debt is $32,731 with a $393 monthly payment. 11.1% of student loans are 90 days or more delinquent or are in default. Over 3 million people aged 60 and above still have student debt. 14% of Americans aged 65 years and more file for bankruptcy. The average credit card balance is $6,354 per person. 20% of Americans in their 20s don't know their credit scores. In June 2020, total consumer debt held by U.S. households was $14.23 trillion. $9.78 trillion was for mortgages. At the end of 2019, total car loans were $1.2 trillion. Americans borrowed $32,480 for new cars and $20,480 $446 for used cars. Average monthly car payments were $550 for new vehicles, $393 for used vehicles, and $452 for leased vehicles. Only 32% of Americans maintain a household budget. Due to the ongoing pandemic, 56% of Americans struggle to buy groceries. 50% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 18% of earners making more than $100,000 annually live paycheck to paycheck. 76% of millennials lack basic financial literacy. 61% of adults say stock market investing is scary and intimidating. Only 33% of millennials invest in the stock market. 63% of Americans fail a basic 5-question financial literacy test given by FINRA Investor Education Foundation. And finally, 13.8% of U.S. households own stocks, while 25.4% own at least one cat. Still here? I see that you're not the type to scare easily, but let's see how you do with this next story. There are about 1.27 million foreigners living in South Korea, and most of them attend classes to learn Korean. Kimura Fleming attended one of these classes. One night, she stepped outside to make a phone call and locked herself in the bathroom stall for some privacy. It was after she hung up when she first heard it, like something rubbing on metal. Kimura didn't think much of it. It was an old building after all. But what she didn't expect, and what got her hair standing up on the back of her neck, was what she heard next. She started hearing a word, just one word, being repeated over and over. It started off quiet, barely audible, like someone was straining to say it. But she definitely heard it. Wilba, Wilba, Wilba. Kimura didn't know what Wilba meant, but she had enough and hurried back to the classroom. She breathed a sigh of relief. She was safe, and she soon focused again as the teacher continued the lesson. After class ended, Kimura was talking with the teacher when the teacher asked if she was okay. "You looked a bit pale after your phone call. Everything okay?" "Yeah, it was nothing. I just got spooked, that's all." "I know what you mean. This floor gives me the creeps knowing what happened last year." "What happened last year?" "Well, this place used to be an office building, but apparently one of the employees hung herself on this floor." "That's horrible." "Yeah, it is. They renovated the whole place, but you know how it is. Things like that just stick in the air." "Where did they find her?" "Oh, in the bathroom down the hall." Kimura was getting chills and thought, hopefully it wasn't the one I was in, the one by the window. The bathroom? Yeah, the last stall by the window. Kimura did her best to hide her shaking as they took the elevator down. The teacher said goodnight as they parted ways, but Kimura just had to ask, "Wilba? I'm not sure if that's a word, but maybe you're thinking of Wiruba." Kimura swallowed hard, and that's what Wiruba meant. But she wished she hadn't. "We learned it a few years ago, remember?" "What, we learned Wiruba?" "Yeah, Wiruba. It means, look up." The end. So yeah, enjoy your day and happy Halloween. As always, don't forget to claim your free $10 by using the link in the description below to open and fund your free M1 Finance account. And thank you so much for stopping by. Happy investing, and I'll see you guys next time with more financial shenanigans.